Well, as rising temperatures and the humidity are sure to drive big crowds to Maine beaches over the next few days. A warning tonight about the water they will be wading into and swimming in. Today, Maine's Department of Environmental Protection says it has found high levels of bacterial contamination at 5 of those beaches in Camden, Cumberland, Old Orchard Beach, Rockport, and South Portland. And while that's a snapshot for just today, an environmental group says contamination at many of Maine's beaches is a recurring problem. Especially in York County. News Center Maine's Ann Baldridge is at one of those beaches in Kennebunk tonight with more. Hi, Ann.
Hi, Brian. Amanda here at Gooch's Beach. The green flags are flying, saying that the water is safe from any big waves or rip currents coming our way. But what's in the water? High levels of bacteria that may put some swimmers at risk.
We saw people swimming, so we went in knee deep, felt pretty comfortable. So now that we get a little more educated, maybe not so sure that we'll dip back in.
This is our first time here, correct? And we just found out about the water situation, and we've been in the water, so a little nervous about that.
Tourists from all over are coming to Maine beaches, finding out some of them might not be as safe as they look.
With it being our first time here, our first family trip, because both of my kids are COVID babies, like we had them during the pandemic. And so I finally was like, okay, fine, we can go.
According to the report by Environment America, last summer the water at 67 Maine beaches were tested contaminants, and more than half came back as having unsafe levels, including detectable levels of fecal matter. The highest levels were found at 2 Goose Rocks beaches and Gooch's Beach, all in York County, on nearly half of the days they were tested. Ferry Beach and Scarborough and 4 other beaches tested positive about a third of the time.
32 out of 1,000 swimmers getting sick. What do we mean by swimmers getting sick? Nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, skin rashes, ear infections, all these kinds of things.
John Rumpler is the Clean Water Director for Environment America. He says that you should enjoy the beaches, but be cautious.
So it's not about how is the beach safe or unsafe exactly today as we stand here at this beautiful beach. It's looking.
Rumpler says that Environment America will continue to test the water from now until Labor Day. To check the current water safety level of your favorite Maine beach, you can head over to our mobile app or website to find out how. Live in Kennebunk, Ann Baldridge, News Center, Maine.
And our thanks to you tonight. Now, whatever contamination is being found at Maine's beaches didn't necessarily come from nearby. In fact, much of it may be coming from miles inland. Here to explain that is meteorologist Keith Carson. Hey, Keith.
Hey guys, yeah, well, one of the things you've seen a lot over the past couple of years, right, is developments of different kinds, and some of those are happening adjacent to or near wetlands. So when you have normally you have a shower or thunderstorm come in, it rolls in, it puts rain down, but the ground is permeable. Even with vegetation, it's able to absorb most of this, as long as it hasn't gotten too much rain recently, and it goes down deeper into the groundwater and everything is fine. Obviously, when you add something, whether it be a new structure or a parking lot or something that is not as permeable as the vegetation, then the rain comes down and it drains into some of these creeks that eventually find their way to rivers and streams. And those rivers and streams find their ways out into the ocean, and that's where some of the contaminants can come from in a situation like this. And also, it's extremely pertinent this year, guys, because of course we've had a lot of rain lately. This is the rainfall just for this month, running 2¼ inches above average. We just had another shower come through Portland, so it'll be more than that. And we had a rainy June, so all of that water is not just ending up as groundwater. Some of it is washing into rivers and streams and eventually getting into our beaches. The other side of the coin, though, hasn't been that many beach days, has there? We'll talk a little bit about the rest of that forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Keith, we will see you then. Thank you.